bud?
Hey man, how's it going?
Did you get the video and everything set
Yep,
up right?
everything seems cool. Right, so let's get started. Okay, so your shallow side, I take it?
Shallow Side. My name is Eric. I'm
Yeah.
the singer for Shallow Side.
I see, and where are the others?
The other guys, they're sitting around. I'm just panning around if you want to check
Hey,
them out.
look.
That's Puffy. What's up, man?
Hey man.
It's Heath. How's it going?
Hey Heath.
And Seth.
Nice. Hi Seth.
And this is Nick, our tour manager.
Hey Nick, how's it going?
Good.
So where are you guys? You look like you're in a fast food restaurant or something.
We actually, we're in West Virginia right now.
Yeah.
We had a show last night. And we just woke up from our friend's house. They were having a birthday party, and we had to jet over to Burger King to get some internet because they didn't have any over there.
Nice.
So that's what we're working with today.
So not only my first interview with an American band, but my first interview in Burger King.
Yeah, there you go.
Hell yeah.
It's 2-for-1 day.
Yeah, man. Is it 2-for-1 in Burger King?
I wish.
You should go over and tell them to make it 2-for-1 just to mark this special occasion.
Yeah. I'll have to do that. Get some coffees going around.
Definitely, man. So we're here to talk about your EP, Home Today.
Yes.
Which is out now.
It's out now in digital copy.
Awesome. How can people get hold of that?
You can go to shallowside.bandcamp.com and you can download it right there.
Awesome. So tell me a bit about the EP.
The EP was about, I think, somewhere around 6 to 7 months in the making. We wrote all the songs before we came into the studio, and then we started working with Evan Kaufman of Starlight Studios in Orlando, Florida. And while we were down there, we ended up writing a brand new song, an acoustic song, which is the title track off the EP, Home Today. We wrote that song while we were in the studio. The full album kind of reaches the spectrum of us being, on the road, away from home, away from our families, our loved ones, and then again, like it's about the relationships that I personally went through, things that we go through, like every day. It's everyday life. We write about things that are, that we hold dear to us, things that we've been through, or things that people close to us have been through. We write about life experiences, just the way that I believe rock music's supposed to be about. It's supposed to be about, emotions and things that you go through, whether it's good or bad. It's the truth. That's the gospel.
I like it, man. That's cool. That's really cool. So one thing we're going to be doing in the podcast is playing through each of the tracks, and I was just wondering if I can ask you a bit about each track.
Yeah. We'll start off with Try to Fight It.
Okay.
Try to Fight It, the first song off of the EP, and it's the song that we're trying to push over here in the States really hard right now. The song came from, we probably wrote that song first to go into the studio with, and it was one of those songs that, like, immediately hearing it, like, we knew exactly the emotion that it portrayed and the things that we wanted to push with it. And it was one of those situations where you were being pulled to the left and you were being pulled to the right, and like you couldn't help but to be in the middle, fighting both sides and being the worst person that you could possibly be in the given situation, but trying to make everybody happy all at the same time really only kills yourself. So that's where we were kind of stuck at with Try to Fight It, being in that gravitational pull to that significant other that you can't help but to keep hurting over and over again.
No, I like it. That's cool. What about Out of Reach?
Out of Reach. Out of Reach was a song that we wrote. It was one of those songs that like I had it playing in my head several months before we even wrote it. It was like one of those things where you're having a drunk night and it sticks in your brain, and then after you wake up the next day it's still there, and it just keeps beating in your brain. And I kept telling the guys about it, and of course we were trying to continue on with tour, and I'm just like, we got to get this song down because it was stuck in my head. And when we laid it down, the lyrics just started flowing just as much with it, and I couldn't help but to think about being away from home, and the the day in and day out that we go through of being here today and being gone tomorrow. So that's kind of the life that we lead, and that's pretty much where Out of Reach came from, is being here today, gone tomorrow, and we only get that 45 minutes each night to really, be ourselves, and be, really intimate with the crowd, or whoever is there to see us. That's where Out of Reach came from.
I see. You mentioned a couple of times that you're out on tour at the moment. I mean, that must be hard. How many dates are you have you got lined up at the moment?
Right now we are packed out until June, the 1st of June, and we've been out since the 1st of February. The month of January we were in Starlight Studios in Orlando, Florida, and then in February we started tour, and then in March we got to go home for about. We've been out since the middle of March, and now we're not going to get to go back home
Until June.
um, yeah, till the 1st of June. So Nick, our tour manager, he keeps us extremely busy, but man, we wrote this is what we're born for.
Yeah, man, rock and roll.
We wouldn't have it any other way. Yeah, we live for this stuff, man.
I'm glad to hear it, man. It is nice to hear a band out there working so hard as you are.
Yeah, definitely. That's what we live for, man. Work ethic. That's born and raised right here in our souls.
Nice. Tell me about Into the Deep.
Into the Deep. That's probably one of the more rock side of our catalog there. With Into the Deep, it was another one of those relationship battles, that being stuck in a situation that you wanted to be away from, but then again, like, you ain't got no choice but to be there in it and be a part of it, or whether it be your job, or your relationship, or anything that you're going through, you're stuck in the mud and you cannot move your feet to get away from it. So that's where that song came from. It's actually one of my favorite songs to play live. It's a really really heavy hitting song, and then throughout the bridge of it, it gets pretty tough right there, and I really enjoy that song a lot.